Hello, fellow anglers. Welcome back to Sea Fishing 24 Hours, the channel of thrilling sea adventures, where we share real-world tips to conquer the vast ocean. Today, we're rediving into a vital secret: how to observe sea waves and currents to find fish, helping you locate schools of mackerel, tuna, or grouper along Vietnam's beaches. Observing waves and currents is a living map guiding you to big fish layers, turning shore fishing into an epic hunt. This video will analyze how to read waves, recognize currents, ideal fishing spots, and golden timing. Grab a cup of coffee, watch the sunrise, and join me on a fishing journey from Phu Quoc Beach to Nha Trang Bay. This video will analyze how to observe sea waves and currents to find fish, from why it's crucial, how to read and recognize them, ideal spots, golden timing, 2 practical tips and advice for beginners. This secret applies to every Vietnamese sea region, from the southern warmth to the central monsoon, helping you find fish effortlessly. Ready? Let's go. Why is observing waves and currents key? Vietnam's seas, like Phu Quoc or Nha Trang, feature complex currents where fish gather following food-laden water. Waves and currents are natural guides, and without observation, bait drifts off, missing fish. At Phu Quoc, reading wave ripples helped me find the right spot, and mackerel bit instantly. Observation saves time, boosts big fish chances, and is a free skill relying on eyesight and experience. Scientific analysis shows waves with amplitudes from 5 to 2 meters create currents carrying plankton, attracting mackerel. Submerged currents from 1 to 0.5 meter per second push nutrients from the seabed, where grouper height. Wave ripples from 10 to 20 centimeters signal convergence zones, with fish density 3 times higher. In Nha Trang, post-tide currents increase oxygen by 20%, activating tuna. How to read and recognize waves and currents. Observe gentle wave ripples from 0 to 2.5 meters for surface currents, ideal for mackerel. Waves crashing against rocks creating white foam indicate submerged currents, attracting grouper. Swirls from 2 to 2 meters mark current convergence, where big fish hunt. At Phu Quoc, fan-shaped waves spanning 5 meters lead shrimp to tuna layers. Light wind days from 5 to 10 km per hour are easy to read. Avoid murky water after rain. Deep analysis shows waves under 1 meter with currents of 3 meters per second create nutrient convergence, boosting fish by 50%. Foam stretches 2 meters with 8 milligrams L oxygen, perfect for grouper. Swirls at 2 meters per second hold bait, drawing mackerel. In Nha Trang, tides rising 1 meter per hour spread bait 10 meters wide, increasing bites by 40%. Observation techniques: use polarized sunglasses to spot submerged currents via moving sand. Observe from a 2-meter high rock for a full wave view. Cast a test float 3 meters out. If it drifts at 4 meters per second, use a 15-gram sinker to hold bait. At Phu Quoc, 5-second wave cycles predict current shifts, combined with a weather app for 70% accuracy. Technique analysis shows polarized lenses reduce glare 90%, revealing currents 1 meter deep. Test floats measure 1 meter per second. Adjusting sinkers. The windy app forecasts 0.5 meter waves, boosting real-time accuracy to 80%. Seagulls flying 3 meters low signal surface currents. Ideal fishing spots. At Phu Quoc, near coral reefs 5 to 7 meters from shore, depth from 2 to 3 meters, where wave ripples converge. In Nha Trang Ba, near rock swirls 1 meter wide, attracting tuna. Watch for continuous bubbles or gentle swirls. Avoid flat waves. Gear: rods from 36 to 42 meters, reels from 3,000 to 4,000, line from 35 to 45 millimeters. Spot analysis shows Phu Quoc reefs average 25 meters deep. Waves of 3 meters create nutrient convergence, tripling mackerel density. Nha Trang swirls hold bait 5 minutes, ideal for grouper. Bubbles: Lima 900 wide, 7 milligrams L oxygen, golden timing. Early morning from 5 to 8 a.m. Gentle waves, rising tide currents, mackerel bite strongly. Afternoon from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. Submerged currents push deep water. Grouper active. Night from 8 to 11 p.m. Use lights to read waves. Tuna bite. Light wind from 5 to 10 km per hour or post-rain. Waves are clear. Timing analysis shows 6 a.m. with 5-meter waves, 3 meters per second current, 20% oxygen boost. Mackerel sensitive, 5:30 p.m. with 2 meters per second, submerged current. Grouper, 80% effective. 9 p.m. with lights increases tuna bites 50%. 7 kilometers per hour wind spreads bait, 10 meters. Advice for beginners. Start at Phu Quoc. Use polarized sunglasses to watch waves, 10 minutes. Choose coral reefs. Cast a test float. Fish early morning. No twitch waves, trigger bites. If waves are chaotic, switch to rock areas. Bring a weather app. Start with a 36-meter rod. Beginner analysis suggests practicing 5 sessions with 90% clear reducing sunglasses. Test floats measure 1 meter per second. Adjust sinkers. Note wave types and bites. Improve next time. App predicts waves 80% accurately. Safety notes. Avoid big waves. Wear a life jacket at Nha Trang's slippery rocks. Stay quiet. Check weather. Avoid storms. Keep gear dry. Safety analysis shows 1 meter waves pull 50 kilograms. Stay 5 meters back. Life jackets withstand 1 meter waves. Check straps. Quiet under 40 decibels keeps fish calm. App predicts storms 95% accurately. Thorough preparation. Check tides via app. Bring rods from 36 to 42 meters. Reels from 3,000 to 4,000. Line from 35 to 45 millimeters. Polarized sunglasses. Test float. Add chair. Umbrella. Non-slip shoes. Preparation analysis shows tide app 95% accurate, 5 meters per hour rising tides clear waves. Sunglasses reduce 90% glare. Test floats measure 1 meter per second. Shoes with 8 friction, level up. Use a drone for an overview, a current meter, track 12-hour tide cycles. Use GIS apps to map waves. Advanced analysis shows drone zooms 50 meters, boosting views 200%. Current meters measure 1 meter per second. 12-hour cycles predict 80% accuracy. GIS increases efficiency 50%. Observing waves and currents is the secret to mastering the sea, turning every trip into an epic adventure. 3 factors. Read waves, recognize currents, cast right, waves guide, fish gather, float dips, heart races. That's the angler's moment. Whether new or seasoned, this tip helps you dominate the shore. Done, folks. We've analyzed wave observation to find fish. Hope you're ready. Hit like, share, subscribe to Sea Fishing 24 Hours for top tips. Got wave tricks? Comment. Now. Tight lines, big bites. See you next time.